Good evening. My name is Karen Hermanson, and I was an assistant in early childhood until I retired in 2008. After I retired, I missed the classroom, so then I worked as a sub until I retired for good last June. I am here to speak in support of educational staff and against the changes to the employee handbook. I absolutely loved my job, being with young children, especially the challenging ones, working with awesome educators, including other assistants and specialists. After I retired as a sub, I was able to travel to many different schools and observe the conditions of today's classrooms and what educators face on a daily basis. In one of my jobs, I worked in a regular ed classroom. The teacher was experienced and someone I respected greatly. I would have been thrilled if she had been my children's teacher. I would estimate that close to a third of her children in this very overcrowded classroom had serious ongoing behavioral and emotional problems. There was absolutely no support from the district or the building principal. Instead, the teacher was told that she needed to learn to manage her class, and there were veiled threats to her job. I must add that none of the people in charge ever showed up in the classroom to see what was going on. And sending students to the office was strongly discouraged. Almost every day, staff members, including myself, were punched, kicked, sworn at, spit at, and there were no consequences, no concern from anyone except other staff members who helped as much as they could. I am guessing that no one in charge wanted to know what was really going on in the classroom.
You have 1 minute, ma'am.
Zero tolerance toward bullying? Give me a break. In what world is it okay for students to not only be disrespectful but violent towards staff and students and get away with it? Instead of supporting staff, we give teachers overcrowded classrooms, do not give them the resources they need, don't let them actually teach because all the time they are testing students, and then blame them when the results are poor. With all the good news and gains the district have made, why do you now want to take their voices away completely? In talking to educators I meet out in public, I have never heard so many voice discouragement and sadness about the current state of education. They state that they have always loved their jobs.
10
and
seconds,
how many
ma'am.
they wanted to teach all their life, but they are now questioning their choices. My husband spent 20 years in the Marine Corps, and even in the rigid military structure, you do not treat the people who work for you like your enemy. Educators deserve respect, they deserve a voice and a place at the table. Thank you.